At least 100,000 shells that Ukraine could have used against Russia almost were lost, due to alleged financial theft. News.com has learned about the latest report of internal corruption hindering Ukraine's defense effort. The SBU Security Service reported Saturday, January 27 that 4 people from an arms company conspired with officials from the Defense Ministry to embezzle close to $40 million. 5 people are under arrest in the plot, officials say. One of the suspects receiving notices of suspicion was stopped at the border, apparently trying to leave the country. The Associated Press reports the arrests follow an investigation which lasted almost 18 months. It began when Lviv Arsenal signed a contract worth $39.6 million to provide artillery to the military. The agreement involved transferring the money to a business registered outside Ukraine, which would provide the shells around the start of 2023. But prosecutors say instead, the money was moved to bank accounts in Ukraine and nearby countries. The Ukrainews website reports not one shell was sent to the military. The deal was authorized by Ukrainian Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov. He resigned under a cloud in September 2023, as News.com reported. The suspects under arrest include the director of Ukraine's Department of Military Technical Policy, as well as his predecessor. Ukraine's version of Pravda noted the chief executive officer of Lviv Arsenal also is under arrest. All 5 suspects could go to prison for 12 years if they're convicted at trial. A Facebook post by the SBU indicates their property could be seized as well. The crime was documented with the full assistance of the current Minister of Defense, the Facebook announcement added. The top prosecutor in Ukraine says the missing money has been seized from Lviv Arsenal, after a late January court order. It is being restored to Ukraine's defense budget, although details on how to do that are not yet finalized. But it illustrates a problem in Ukraine that predates the Russian invasion, graft within the government. Volodymyr Zelensky was elected president in 2019 in part because he ridiculed government corruption as a comedian. Part of his job since the Russian assault has been to clean up that corruption. For instance, State Security Service Director Ivan Bakhanov was fired in July 2022. News.com reported in November 2023 that 2 top officials in Ukrainian communications lost their jobs due to possible embezzlement. Perceptions of high-level corruption were mentioned in a United States government intelligence report that News.com covered in October. Corruption is among the reasons why some Republicans in Congress object to providing more U.S. military aid to Ukraine. That aid ran out with the end of 2023. Turkey's AA website notes Ukraine may need to clean up graft if it wants to proceed with membership in the European Union. Talks on that began in December.